Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Nora, and today we are talking about how to manifest your dream house. So maybe you have already had some success with manifestations, or maybe you haven't, and you are trying to figure out what to do differently. So, in case you haven't, then honestly, it's not your fault because there is just so much confusing and misinformation out there on the internet. And also, manifesting something specifically is quite intuitive and essentially energy work. So, what works for one might not work for another. And so, for example, if I see somebody teaching manifestation and saying that you should be writing down your wish 10 times on a piece of paper and do it for 3 days in a row, then I already know there's no way that is going to work for me because for me, it's giving, I don't have something and I'm desperately trying to manifest it, which is not the kind of energy that is going to work if you're trying to actually manifest something. Or, of course, there are many manifestation courses out there. And I know because I was a victim of one. Essentially, unfortunately, a lot of these kind of courses, either consciously or subconsciously, are preying on desperate and poor people. So, which I was at the time, and I ended up paying this freaking course off for like 10 months. It was so annoying, seriously. So, anyway, today I'm going to share my method with you that I have personally developed, and you can test it for yourself whether it works for you. So, really, the basis of any successful manifestation is making sure that you don't have any limiting beliefs around what you're trying to manifest. Because if you feel like you don't deserve, you're not worthy of something specific, like certain amount of money, for example, then you're not going to manifest it. Or if you think something is too good to be true, for example. And so the first step is to figure out whether you still have some inner work to do around the area that you are trying to manifest. So by now, majority of the people understand the basics of manifestation, which is essentially that our mind, our thoughts, and our heart, our emotions create our daily reality. So we are actually manifesting every second of the day, but that is kind of subconscious, Whereas if you're trying to manifest something consciously, then you need to get specific about it. And also, I found this really cool video the other day where this neuroscientist called Jeffrey L. Fannin was saying that if we hold a thought for 17 seconds, then that already manifests as a reality. And so, for example, if you are driving to work in the morning and somebody stops in front of you really sudden and you almost crash into them, then you go to work and start telling everybody about how this happened in the morning. And meanwhile, you stay in this energy with your thoughts and with your emotions. So, what happens by the time you get to lunch, you're guaranteed to have some sort of accident there as well. And the reason I'm bringing this example actually is to just point out that manifestation is a really natural thing that occurs and you already know how to do it. But yeah, what we are talking about in this video is how to consciously manifest a house and a parking spot for practice. So my method is essentially about decision making. So as an entrepreneur, I am used to making daily, maybe like very valuable or difficult decisions, right? And once I have decided something, for example, I've decided to deliver this project by this deadline, um, then that decision and that thing that's going to happen is already written in the stars. It's guaranteed to happen. And that is my little secret sauce. So it's this specific frequency that I actually use in all of my manifestations. So for manifesting houses specifically, I have actually been using the same meditation all these years, and I will get to it in a minute. But I would say also that if you don't really know what kind of house or home you're after, then I have also created vision boards twice, and they worked for me both times. So that is also a shout. So I want to say I started manifesting around 2012. And by 2014, I realized that I got really, really good at manifesting houses specifically. I have many success stories. And so I've just been using the same meditation all this time. And it is as follows. So, first, as you start, set up sacred space like we did in another video with the dark entities. So surround yourself with angels and connect to God source. And you can do this lying down or sitting up in a chair. And then set an intention. Use that same deciding energy that I just described and create a bubble in front of you and start filling it up, like literally with your hands, and start filling it up with golden energy coming out of your solar plexus. And as you are filling the bubble up with your golden energy, then also visualize the space that you're trying to manifest and get specific, like try to envision the floorboards, the shape of the room, the windows, the way the light falls in from the windows, the view that you see from the windows, even the view I have been able to manifest, which is insane. And yeah, so as you do that, then also imagine that you are already standing inside that room and feel the feeling how it feels to be there, how it feels like home. And also, you have an option here. You could also say some affirmations or chant. But again, if you do that, then make sure that you don't have any limiting beliefs tampering with the frequency. Anyway, so once that is done, then simply tie a string to the bubble or balloon and let it go and visualize it going up into space. So and then just chuck it out of your head. That's done. That is now, it exists. It's going to manifest. It's on its way to you. And then if you want, you could also pull that same bubble down another day, just sort of find it and pull it down and add to it if you wanted, if you had some new ideas, for example. But really, it's not necessary. And yeah, you should just focus on that one time. And so, in conclusion, first set up sacred space, then create the bubble, then fill it up with golden energy and visualizations, then tie a knot to it and a string and let it go up into space. That is it. And another little trick for you how to make sure that your deciding energy is right. So, for example, as you are about to leave somewhere and you are in front of your house, sitting in the car, then say you're going to a supermarket. Then before you start driving, imagine the parking spot where you want to park your car and decide then and there that it's there for you. So by the time you get to the supermarket, and if the parking spot is there waiting for you, then that is the kind of frequency you have to work with your manifestations. And if you don't have a parking spot waiting for you, then it means that you still have some sort of limiting belief holding you back. So yeah, uh, practice this and let me know how it goes. That is essentially my little secret, and it has been working for me for many years. So I genuinely hope that you find some hope from it too. And also, as we were talking about limiting beliefs, actually, I just realized that what you can also try is subliminals. So subliminals are essentially these audio clips with affirmations on a loop, as well as music played over the affirmations. And you can't actually hear the affirmations. You can, and so as you listen to it, you only receive the frequency. And there are so many different ones, specifically made for a specific goal. And the reason why it works is because you can't hear what it's saying. So therefore, you're not blocking off the manifestation. I will say though that this kind of manifestation seems to take at least 2, 3 weeks, whereas the one I shared with you, the meditation, is instant. I usually find a house the next day or the same day or within a week at least. That's how powerful it is. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and also this video was based on someone's request. So if there are any other topics you would like me to talk about or give you my view on them, then leave your ideas in the comments or simply send me a DM on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.